Veitenheimer, and welcome to the first of many Far and Away podcasts, only on the GoCast Network. Starting it off pretty epic, the final countdown. If you don't know that song, it's by Europe, and it's excellent. There's a great guitar solo coming up in a little bit.
But you're gonna miss it. I'm so sorry.
You're gonna miss it. So, welcome. We're really excited to be doing our first podcast. Yeah, that's Nellie Veitenheimer. She's pretty incredible.
So hello. This is pretty ridiculous. We're really excited to be starting here. This is, gonna be a definite weekly thing, and, we'll be able to check in with you guys, and, today we're gonna be talking about, kind of where we started.
Musical influences, kind of who we are, and why we are sitting before you on your computer screen. So if you don't know who we are, which is awesome, we met on a TV show called The Glee Project, Season 2. It aired last summer of 2012. We were chosen out of
a lot. Many. Over 40,000, I think, was the official statistic.
Which was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
And competed for a spot on Glee, and both of us lost.
Yay! But so we get to do this.
Exactly. So, a lot of great things came out of the Glee Project. We started playing music together. Nellie always had my favorite voice. You always had my favorite voice on the Glee Project. So we didn't know we were gonna play music together for a little bit, but then we decided once we both moved out here that it seemed like a pretty good idea. Nellie is an incredible songwriter. Has tons of lyrics and tons of really cool songs. Some on guitar, most on piano. And I jumped in and I was like, well, hey, you're halfway bad at guitar. I played that. Can I do that instead? And that's kind of how we started jumping into it. But Nellie, tell me about your roots. Where did you start singing?
So I started singing I did stuff on my own because I was taking piano lessons, and so my first recital, I remember I got to sing "My Heart Will Go On" and play the piano with it and everything, and that was my first official live. And it was better than that though. So I did that for a while. I was taking piano lessons, and then a family friend of ours was singing with a swing band in Puyallup, which is near Tacoma.
How do you spell Puyallup?
Puyallup.
Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't help.
Fun fact. So we were watching him sing with them, and I was 11 at the time, and my parents were looking through the charts, and the only one in there that they even recognized was "Over the Rainbow." And they were like, you should go sing it, you totally know it. And I was like, no, I don't wanna. And they forced me to. And so I got up and I sang over their music, so.
From 11 until I moved to Los Angeles, I was singing with the swing band in Washington. Yes. Well, that's very cool. How old were the people you were playing with?
They were all definitely older, probably all over 60. So, it was awesome.
Young 11-year-old Nellie playing a bunch of 60-year-olds.
When I first started, they would always be like, watch your mouth, there's a young lady present. They forgot about that, a couple years later, but, it was always very entertaining.
That's awesome. That's very cool.
So, what about you? You started?
Well, I started playing guitar when I was real young, when I was 6 years old or so, and I played a lot of rock and roll. Played the final countdown in a show at one point, which was awesome, and I got the ripping guitar solo. It was a lot of fun. You can find it on YouTube somewhere.
I'm going to do that immediately.
You should.
As soon as we're done.
And then my freshman year of high school, I got invited to play a couple songs with a blues band in Chicago, and I was awful. I was really bad, but I listened and had a lot of fun, and there weren't a whole lot of other people who were real young and trying to play the blues, which is unfortunate. But I kept on coming back, and I kept on playing a little bit more each night, and got up to the point where I was traveling and playing gigs and went on a tour in Japan and all over the place. So the blues got me.
That's awesome.
And so obviously it made a ton of sense for us to get together because we both have these cool backgrounds where
The old school.
where we have real music roots.
No offense meant, but we're awesome.
Yeah, no offense to auto-tune and synthesizers. But yeah, so like we've been writing a lot of original music, and for some reason we haven't really thought about why we should combine forces and like our old school roots. Like, so we found this song by Patsy Cline.
It's called "Walking After Midnight."
And if my guitar teacher's watching, he's probably gonna make a lot of fun of me because I'm just mushing a bunch of different things together. And
you also learned it in like very quickly. We literally just like looked it up. I showed Michael the song, and he just started plucking away. So it's really fun to be able to like take older stuff and just kind of remix it a little bit. You got enough chord there?
Sorta. Let's see if I can get a little slack. Might have to disappear for a second. There's a lot of chords under there. I'm just gonna scoot a little sideways.
So we're gonna sing it for you if that's cool.
Mic for your guitar too?
Are you gonna be able to hear it?
It's exciting. We got multiple.
Look at this. We got multiple mics
happening up in here. Nice.
Is that all right? Well, this is "Walking After Midnight" by Patsy Cline.
After midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the stars turn gloomy, the night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere. Oh, walking after midnight, searching for me.
Woo! Woohoo! Yeah. So definitely something we're getting used to is playing for no one. In front of us. In front of us. In front of us. But yeah, that one was "Walking After Midnight" by Patsy Cline, and so I'm playing a ton of bluesy stuff that I've learned over the years, and Nellie's pretty much just rocking her voice like always.
Well, I need to figure out where to come in on that song.
Yeah, we'll work on timing. The nice thing about blues is it comes in discrete little packages, but we'll work on turnarounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our roots and foundation. That's one song we've been playing around with, and Nellie knows like a billion standards that we should be tapping into. So maybe we'll bring another one back with us next week. That's new and different.
It's a good challenge.
So we should talk a little bit about our creative process, like what we do and how it works.
It's been a really, really, really fun time, kind of like figuring that out, because it's still like changing and it's different for everything that we do. But definitely when we first started, it was like, well, like you can follow very easily, and I have a bunch of songs, so let's start like messing around with some of them. So we were able to build like a little repertoire very quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and then since then we've been able to like write stuff differently, and like some things I'll like write a little like thing on guitar that's like okay, and then Michael, I'll hand him the guitar and he'll turn it into something else, and he'll come up with another like set of chords to do a chorus or something.
Yeah, we did, like a great example of that song is Butterbrains is what we call it.
It's just hilarious. Ridiculous name.
It's a great name.
Thank you, Michael.
And Nellie wrote this.
Wait.
Which is very beautiful. And actually, it took me like a really long time to figure out because she's sneaky.
Which was exciting because I came up with something semi-difficult on guitar, which was very exciting. And then Michael did this.
And there's lots of other stuff that goes on in there. But yeah, so that was a fun one that like anytime Nellie wrote something on guitar, I'd be able to flip it around and add a chord or two here or there. That was tons of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But we're working on a song right now that's it's coming along, and if you have any ideas or suggestions, you should tweet us at Far and Away Band on Twitter, and we will see them. For instance, you see this computer right next to me. I just saw Manuel tweet, "You should interview Melissa Benoist and Blake Jenner." Hey, that sounds like a great idea. Maybe we should do that.
We should definitely
Thanks,
do that.
Manuel. But yeah, we see all your tweets, so tweet at us if you have lyrical suggestions or musical.
Or podcasts.
Or anything at all.